The drawing here is presenting quite a few challenges. The first thing I notice is that if you look down in the status line, Object Snap is on. If I come over here to the Object Snap settings, you may be able to see Snap is on. That's why the term OSnap in the status line is coloured red, and the user here is running with endpoint snap on. That means every time you try and place something in the gCADPlus environment, the cursor will try and snap to the nearest endpoint that it can see. I think certainly when you are beginning, it's not a good idea to run with OSnap settings on. So I'm going to cancel from there and just click on the OSnap in the status line and just take it off. At any time we want to snap to an endpoint, we can just click down in the status line. But I'll draw your attention to the plant schedule, and you may be able to see now that it's on layer base. The schedule, and in fact any other entity that you place, will always be placed on the current layer. So if we change our current layer from layer base, where it was, back to layer 0, and I'm changing it via the property box, so the current layer is layer 0. Now if I try and draw a circle on layer 0, it disappears, nothing happens, and that's considerable worry. If I select it, it's in fact there, but it's on. I'm working with a white background. I will be able to see it if I change my background colour to black. There's the circle that we were talking about. So let's go back to a white background and let's remove the circle. This time I'll change my layer back to layer base and draw the circle. And lo and behold, we can see the circle. Now you should be saying to yourself, what is causing that? Well, what's happened here is that layer 0 has been set to colour 255. That's white on a white background, and that's why we can't see it. Layer base is also set to a line weight of 0.35, which means that anything on layer base is going to be printed with a fairly heavy line weight. I'll just send that back to, or set that back to default. I want to show you what happens if we change to layer base and we draw the schedule again. Here's the plant schedule. Let's draw the standard schedule again. Our text height 200, corner point there, and the other corner down there. So I'm going to draw a brand new schedule. And the symbols show, but not the schedule. But if I drag with a crossing window, you can see I can pick it. So the same thing has happened. That schedule has been placed, of course, because layer 0 is current. It's been placed on that layer. So I need to change the properties of that schedule back to layer base. It is unfortunate that there are so many things interacting. I think the answer is to, as much as possible, work with sort of standard foreground colours. Try not to mix up, try and work with line weights at the default, and just make colour changes where needed to the individual entities. A bit hard to give advice, but do be aware of these sorts of problems. They can really throw you, especially when you are a beginning designer.